What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Now, I know I'm talking to people that don't believe in Jesus. Some do, some don't. Some used to. Some are Muslims or Buddhists. Hopefully I'm getting all kinds of people with religious backgrounds or, people that are atheists. But this is not so much of a religious question. I'm using Jesus as an example, I believe. But, I know many others don't. But this is more of a moral, conscious, ethics, reasoning type of question. What would Jesus do? Now, whether you believe in Jesus or not, you know the story behind Jesus, Son of God. Some believe that he is God or was God. Some believe that he was a prophet or just a man. But whatever you believe, they paint the picture or the story of Jesus as someone that was very logical, very fair and just, very loving, kind, and good, right? Just an all-around good person. And non-judgmental was the word I was looking for. And when I think about the Jehovah's Witness organization, I say to myself, okay, this is what they do, but what would Jesus do? And to be totally honest with you, I would say that Jesus would go against every single part of their doctrine. Every single part of it. Maybe one or two, maybe he was, he's the Son of God. Maybe Jesus would agree with that. Maybe not. Maybe not. But everything else from a organizational, is that a word? I think it is. Organizational. It flows. Organizational. Yeah, it flows. I think that's a word. Organizational standpoint, I think he would go against every single thing. Not so much saying, don't do that, but more of, I ain't going to do that. Right? I can see somebody getting disfellowship and, publicly, as they do, the Jehovah's Witnesses publicly say so-and-so is not part of this organization. I don't know how they word it, but let's say the person breaks down, starts crying, runs out. Who's running after them? I don't think their mother, I don't think their father, their auntie, their uncle, brother, sister, nobody, definitely not any of the friends. It's not running after that person to console them, probably other than non-Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Somebody sitting in the audience, they're a study of someone's, probably like, let me go see what's going on, because they're still human at that point, right? They still have a live, pumping heart at that point, right? So they probably, let me go. And then somebody would say, no, just, you don't want to do that, right? No, I want to go see what's up. They're crying. They're hurt. Y'all ain't see that? They just went, no, stay, yeah, right? Jesus would. Based on what they say about Jesus, I'm going. I'm going. Right? And not only am I going, I'm going to have to speak to somebody. Who's in charge here? Who's in charge? You in charge? Or you a what? An elder. Uh-huh. And who's that guy? A what? A ministerial servant. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that, because I speak Aramaic, but I'll try to kind of translate that into my language. But yeah, what's going on here? Uh-huh. Disfellowship? Who's doing that? My father? Huh? No, did my father say it? Because my father didn't tell me anything about that. You doing this on your own? What did they do? You didn't read the scripture about I said whoever throws the first stone that hasn't commit. You know that scripture? Yeah, whoever hasn't commit any sin, cast the first. You know that one, right? Yeah, I said that. Yeah. You ain't do nothing. No. Yeah, should I mention what you do? No, you wouldn't want me to do that to everybody. Yeah, because you do some stuff too. Yeah. You wasn't caught yet. Yeah, you didn't come to the forefront, and no, you didn't. Yeah, and you. Yeah, you. No, I know. Yeah. Yep. And keep it on the low. Yeah. So everyone here. I know personally, firsthand, that you've all done some stuff. Some of y'all just keeping it, you're keeping it hidden, right? And yeah, so we don't do that. Yeah, my dad didn't authorize that. We don't do that. Yeah. Now, if they're doing something within this building, what do you call it again? The what? The Kingdom Hall. Yeah. So if you're doing something here and it's blatant, it's out in the front, you see someone that's blatantly you do like what you do in real life. You stay away from that person, right? But you don't shun that person. That's a word that y'all like to. Yeah, we don't do that. Oh yeah. And what else y'all be doing? You what? Who birthdays? What is that? Oh, the day of your birth. Yeah, what about it? You don't celebrate it. Okay. It's funny because I celebrate it for you. Yeah, I'll be watching you. I'm like, oh, this is the day it was born. I'm happy that you're happy, right? The people, not you, but people that do celebrate. I'm happy that they're happy. That they get gifts. It's they eat cake and ice cream. There's a party. There's music. Like, what's wrong with that? Who? Oh, what would she do? And somebody's head? You said somebody's head? And that's what you're basing it off of? Yeah, that was just a story. That's something that happened, right? Y'all take chickens' heads off, right? Because I just eat fish. I see y'all eating like those big, like cows. Like, that's what y'all call it, cows? Y'all be eating that? Man, y'all see how they be slaughtering that? Yeah, they hang them upside down. The pigs, y'all be eating pigs. Those things eat anything, you know that, right? They take baths in mud, and they eat paper and foil and other animals. Y'all eat that? Yeah, but you don't celebrate birthdays. Okay, all right. No, I'm not saying nothing. It's just stupid. And what else y'all do? Huh? You what? Christmas? I mean, I gotta understand that a little bit because it got part of my name in it, like Christ and all that. Like, I ain't co-sign that, but I mean, let people give gifts, right? Yeah, it's pagan. Yeah, they got the little balls that signify certain things. You can find a lot of things that signify certain things. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, let me let all y'all know. It's not that big, right? It's not that big. Because what's gonna happen is everybody here, I know that you think that you're gonna like walk through the mountain holding hands into this new system, but now you're all gonna die. Right? Like everybody else. I mean, I know that that's the hope that you don't have to, but that would kind of like be unfair to the billions of people that did it before you. Right? Women, children, men, animals. Y'all think that y'all just gonna be like you got to. That's what my father said. He said you got to, right? That's like part of the deal. Like, you got to. So yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm just trying to figure out who gave you the authority. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You said what? Who's that? Faithful and what? Faithful and discreet. What do you say? Slave? Who's that? No, I don't know. No, honestly, I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny. Who is that? Governing? I don't know what that is. No, I don't. I really don't. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know who that is. Where? In a what? In the Bible? I don't recall. In Hebrew? No, I don't know who that is. But they're people? Humans? They can't do anything special. They can't do what I do, right? But they're over what? Nah, my father don't know them. He don't know them. He never spoke about them. No, I'm telling you, he never spoke about them. I'm telling you right now, I never heard of him. I heard of him. Yeah. He's the one that yeah. And you what? He's not anymore? What happened? No, I'm serious. What happened? Why is I'm just curious. Nobody knows? What happened when did you call? What did they say? You got fired? I'm waiting for an answer, like nobody knows. Okay, leave it. I don't know him. I never heard of him. I heard of him, but I don't know. He's not special. I mean, he's special. He's a human, but he's not like me, right? Uh-huh. He can float. They do. What do they do? Well, how old are they? Oh, they're babies. Oh, okay. No, I thought they were like special, like where they're like five. You were gonna say they're 500 years old. They float. They can turn water to wine because I could do that. But multiply bread and fish. I could do that amongst a lot of other things. But they can't do none of that. They can't take a rabbit out of a hat. What about like when they be like, who's that guy? David Blaine. When they do not Splain, Blaine, the magician, like the call. They can't do any of that. So they can't do nothing. But they direct the organization for my father. You said. Yeah. You said what? Oh, what do I think? I mean, they're lying to you. It's a hoax. Yeah. But I said that. Remember I said in the Bible, people are going to use, me and, yeah, that's what they're doing, But, oh, you thought it applied to everybody. No, it applies to you too. Silly? It applies to you too. Yeah, it's like you try to point to everybody else, right? The world, right? That's something that y'all like to use, the world. You're part of the world. You're part of the world. Listen to me, right? Don't listen to anybody else claiming to be, just as big as me or that I authorize. I ain't authorized that. Yeah, my dad didn't authorize that either. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people that come in our name. Remember that scripture? And I say, oh, I don't know you. I never knew you. You worshipers of, I forget sometimes I go blank on my, but it's not cool. Just, you said what? Just, love and treat people like you want to be treated, right? And love your neighbor, and of course love my father. I mean, he did all this. I helped him, but just have love for him and be grateful, right, to what he did and what he continues to do. And yeah, don't put yourself on a pedestal above anybody else, because you know when that happens, you know what happens. Like, you'll be knocked off. Yeah, right. And seems like that's what's happening, right? All right. So yeah, I'm a leave now, right? But I've been watching, and you know, y'all way off on a lot of things. Y'all be saying stuff that my father did that he ain't do, right? Yeah, he be blaming him for a lot of stuff. You know, he's not like that. You know what I mean? You gotta get to know him. He's not like that. You know, so yeah, he's dealing with other things. You know, he don't care about like a candle being on a cupcake. Like, that's not it. You know, just more about love. Like, yeah, if you had love, right? Everybody had real love for their neighbors, then we wouldn't be in a lot of the problems that we're in, right? You know, so yeah, just love each other, keep it simple. Stop putting words in my mouth. Stop putting words on my father's mouth too. Like, you know, keep false teachings out of my father's mouth. I think I'm trying to, yeah, spin off for like Will Smith and keep my wife's name out. Yeah, that. But yeah, I'm out. Love.